welcome to the Mother
Daughter
Chit
Chat
Show. My
Not
name.
really a show, but
What's your name? Okay, we gotta do this.
Addison.
My name's Elizabeth. Mommy to her. And let's get into it.
We're gonna be talking about the issues at school.
What's some stuff that kids go through? What's one issue you think kids go through at school?
Bullying.
Yeah, I think there's kids that go through bullying at school, and it needs to stop. What do you think is something that you could, or not only just like you could do, but like everybody could do towards bullying?
Stay away from that person.
Yeah, you can stay away from the person. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think. I'm trying to phrase this where I'm not saying, it's okay for kids to go do this, because it's not neither. But, okay, I think first thing you need to do is go tell an adult, whether it be your teacher, the principal.
Or your parent.
Or your parent, yes. Or any of the other adults in the school that you're getting bullied and it needs to stop. But, you can always tell the bully to please stop what they're doing, or you're going to go tell someone. That, you can do that. But a lot of times that's not going to work, right?
Right.
So you need to go to an adult. And if that doesn't work,
you're gonna vote.
No, I don't want to tell kids to go out here and fight. I mean, if that's what their parents want them to do, is to stand, fight back like that, that's their parent that needs to tell them. I'm not going to tell them to do that.
Okay, but so, we are not going to tell kids to go into fights.
No, we're not going to do that because it's not my place to tell another kid to go out here and stand up to other bullies. Which, in truth, you do need to stand up to bullies, because that's what bullies fight. Like I was telling you earlier today, when we heard us talk about this earlier today, or was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
But anyways, a lot of bullies. I'm not saying that them all do this, but a lot of them, they look for the kids that are weak. And even like right down to adults, there's adults that bully other adults. And they look for the ones that they know are not going to stand up to them.
Yeah. So, like, I forgot what I was going to say. Basically, speaking of fights, there was a fight at school.
There was.
We're going to get into that towards the end. Or we'll talk about it in a separate video. So basically, the school that I go to, nobody really bullies anybody there.
And that's good. They've got no tolerance to bullying. If they find a kid a bullying, they do get onto them right then and there. They don't,
They don't be like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah, they don't. They do get onto them for bullying, yes.
And, the school I go to is great. It's amazing. There's no really bullying there. But I would say there's, like, offensive jokes there. But, I mean...
Yeah, that can, offensive jokes. The kids don't need to be doing no offensive jokes. Personally, I don't. I don't want her to do them because,
Yeah. But there's a lot of people who say offensive jokes. The fat people, black people.
Yeah,
it needs to stop.
Yeah, that does need to stop, yes. Body shaming needs to stop, yes. And it's...
Exactly. Like at first, it was a funny joke to me. But now it's just getting on my nerves. So, body shaming and, like, doing these offensive jokes, they aren't funny. I hope you guys know that. They aren't funny.
No, they're not funny. They're hurting somebody's feelings.
They're hurting somebody's baby right there. Just stop.
Yeah, they're hurting. They're hurting, not only... The kid might laugh in the moment, but then when they get to really thinking about it, that it really hurts them deep down. They might not want to show that to other kids.
Yeah. But, so basically, there's a lot of people in this world that just go out and thinks that they can say whatever they want to.
Yeah, and you can't. Sometimes you got to think about what you're saying, because words hurt.
They really do. And I hope
Mm-hmm.
all of you guys know that. So if you don't know that and you want to continue bullying other kids, then you can go do that, but it's not going to be our fault if you're the reason for somebody, I don't know, crying in their room all night.
Yeah, it's
not our fault.
No. I remember being her age, and I would come home sometimes from school crying because I got made fun of, I got bullied, and and it's not right.
Yeah, it's not. But you might be like, Addison, why are you smiling at? Because the fact I'm talking about bullying right now is just like
it's a subject that needs to be talked about, but also it shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, it shouldn't be happening. Like there's kids going out here that to straight up take the time of their day to call black people monkeys and all that.
Yeah, that's no.
It's not funny.
Oh, that's what you was talking about, social media stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But it's not funny, and I hope you guys all know that. It's not funny.
It's not funny to call a black person a monkey, no. And like, don't get me wrong, I know some people do, different people of different races call white people crackers, or what's another word they use?
Sometimes people say they're what in strawberries.
Yeah, and it's, it can be offensive to a white person to be called that stuff too.
Or a biscuit.
Or, yeah. Okay, the biscuit reference, we've got to talk about this. All right, when I was, I think, about 11 or 12, there's this little boy. He was her skin color.
He was an African American.
Yeah, he said something to me or something like that, kind of offensive a little bit. And I told him, myself, well, at least I'd rather be a white biscuit than a burnt biscuit. I know. I shouldn't laugh about that, and I probably shouldn't have said it at the time. But I'm going to tell you something. That kid, well, he's probably not a kid no more, but he took up for me for the rest of the time after that. If he seen anybody picking on me, he took up for me.
Until she moved to school.
Yeah, until I moved to school, yes. But,
I remember you telling me that.
I think it was probably about 11 or 12, maybe. Yeah, between 11, 12, 13, somewhere around there, because we moved when I was 13.
But yeah, that's kind of funny, but if you guys are laughing at that, just know that it's okay to laugh at that, but going out here and saying all of that, because now you're going to tell everybody you learned it from us to say that. Don't say what we say.
No, I don't want you going out here saying it. But see, like, that's an example of standing up to a bully.
Yeah.
If I hadn't stood up for myself then, there ain't no telling. They would have kept on at me.
Yeah. And there's no telling what Wesley has been right now.
No. Because sometimes bully can get pushed too far,
Yeah, too far.
I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I think y'all heard of all these stories of these kids. And, like, I've seen stories recently where there's, I think it was a little girl in Tennessee. I'm not too sure about her age. I want to say she's close to Addison's age, maybe a little bit older. Yeah, she got bullied to the point that yeah. And I haven't heard nothing else, but the last I heard, she was in the hospital. So, it can be...
It can be taken way too far.
Yeah.
But, if you want to take it that far, then, don't. If you want to, then don't do it.
And if somebody's a bully and you're getting pushed to that point, you need to talk to your parents.
Yeah.
Or
that's the main...
If you don't feel like you can talk to... I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Keep talking.
If you feel like you cannot talk to your parents about it, find a grown-up that you feel like you can talk to. Or your best friend.
Yeah. You can talk not about people, but you can talk to me about almost anything. But, you guys don't know how much that affects people.
Yeah.
You guys don't. But...
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize...
What did it?
Yeah.
And this goes out to everybody. Whether you're in my school, a different school, or even in a different freaking country right now.
Mm-hmm.
This still goes out to you. Because there's a lot of kids at my school that won't start calling each other, especially the black kids, monkeys.
And that needs to stop.
Yes. It's not funny.
Doesn't it go up to the principal?
No, don't do that. But
You know, go to your principal. He'll take care of it.
But I mean, if it keeps on, yeah. But
Okay.
like, I just want to say this: it's not funny.
It's not fun. No.
It's not. So if any of you guys see this, I just want y'all to know that I don't hate y'all, but just stop.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not like it's like in a situation like this too. Like, you gotta stop and think, if somebody was to say something that I don't like, that would hurt my feelings, call me something that I wouldn't like, would hurt my feelings. So why would I want to say something that's gonna hurt somebody else's feelings?
Exactly. Like, there's people after school every day wondering why they get bullied.
You know, you never know what a kid's going through at home.
Yeah, you never do.
And see, sometimes the school may be a kid's safe place. You don't know that. And then when they're getting bullied at school and they don't have a safe place at home, then where they're going to go that's the safe for them? They're not going to do that. You know.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm not saying that all kids is like that. I'm just saying, you know.
yeah. But let's talk about some issues other than bullying.
Okay, what's another issue that's going on at school?
I'm gonna say it's kind of related to bullying, but it's not really bullying.
Okay.
Not saying it to like the teacher's face, but like talking about teachers behind our back. Let's talk about that.
Oh, that's not right neither, because teachers is there to teach you, and you've had some pretty decent teachers.
Huh.
It was just like ice settling or something, and then the dog were running on the porch. Oh yeah, we got a dog.
Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you guys that. But basically, here's what we're gonna go back to the bullying topic. Let's talk about the people getting bullied at school for being autistic.
Yeah, that's you know.
That needs to stop.
Yes, that needs to stop. Yes.
If you're making fun of special needs kids, don't do it. They're probably excited to go to school every single day and they're happy and all that, and then they just get bullied.
Yeah, that's not right, because they need to learn too.
Like,
you know, like too, sometimes that's the only way special need kids get socialized is in school too, you know.
Yeah. They could be getting bullied at home by their older siblings and even their parents.
Yeah, you're right. You like we said, you don't know what a kid's going through at home, you know.
There's this one special need kid. I'm not going to say any names, but I think you might know who I'm talking about.
I think. Just go ahead.
She is like, let's just say, a little bit overweight, okay? A little bit overweight. So, she gets bullied for her weight. She gets talked about. She's also very hyper.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think I know who you're talking about, yeah.
So, she gets bullied. She doesn't get told. Nobody walks up to her and bullies her.
They do it behind her back.
Yeah.
Okay.
They act like her friend one day, but then they just start talking about it.
So they're fake friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just want to point this out. Nobody at my school is really that much of a bully to like make a kid. Yeah. I think you know what I was gonna say, but I can't say it on here. But they still tease each other, and that's not right.
There's a difference in between teasing a person and then
to straight up bullying.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the people that bully each other for people stuttering for example.
Yeah, that's...
People's speech. They can't control that. They really can't. I got bullied a little bit for that last year. Do you guys know how much that affects a person?
Tell them how much it affected you.
It affects me so much. But, like, I can't say words correctly, and you think that I can just suddenly listen, play, and then I can automatically speak normally. It's not funny. I hope you guys all know that. It's not funny.
Well, we all don't speak normal, though.
There's people that have good English. There's people that have bad. There's people that don't even know English. And you guys want to take your time to bully them.
Yeah.
That's something they can't control.
Yeah. I was in a speech class when I was younger because I didn't speak right. I still don't speak right, and that's okay. There's some words I cannot pronounce. She can pronounce words better than I can sometimes. And yeah, I'm saying that. I am 45 years old, and my 10-year-old daughter can pronounce some words better than I can.
You can laugh about it, but it's true.
Yeah, it's true. There's been sometimes I've had to get her to tell me what the word is because I did not recognize it. I cannot pronounce it. And that's okay. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm glad she can do that better than me. And the reason why I'm saying is because when I was younger and in speech class, it did not help me at all. And it has helped her some.
Yeah. But
okay.
Let's actually jump off the board.
Well, I got one more thing I want to say.
Okay.
I can remember in high school, there was this girl and she told me that I need to learn how to speak right.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
And I told her, flat out, I told her, if you do not like the way I talk, you do not have to listen. So here's the thing. If you do not like the way we talk, you do not have to listen. You can keep scrolling. Or you can go, ah.
And in fact, if you don't like people stuttering, just go.
Mm-hmm. All right, now, ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okay, what you want to move on to next?
Another issue, other than the teachers getting talked about, is, let's just say, the people, like, that get in trouble a lot.
Yeah, sometimes I think they get in trouble because they want to get the attention.
There's, like...
I'm not saying it's all the time. I think...
There's too much people that are smart. There's too much people that can have the potential to be smarter than everybody else. And they actually put their mind into it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when I was in first grade, I really couldn't put my mind on anything.
Well, you put your mind on your work a little bit, but there was a lot going on in first grade.
Yeah. We're not going to explain all of it. Some of it is personal, some of it is not. But
there was just a lot going on when she was in first grade.
So whether there's a lot going on at your house, you still, if you want attention, I have a feeling that you should talk to somebody else instead of taking it out on your friends.
Yeah. You need to talk to your parents because that's who you want the attention from is your parents. And you need to be able to speak to your parents about how you're feeling and stuff with them. Uh-huh. And parents, you need to let your kids speak to you about their feelings of how, look, way I say it, if you got multiple kids in your house, you need to take time, one-on-one time for each of those kids in that household to make them feel special, to make them feel loved. I'm not saying that's what parents are not doing that. I'm not saying, all that.
But, take your time and do that.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to go out here and go somewhere and spend time with them, You can spend time at home with them. You can sit down and talk to them one-on-one. Stuff like that. Me and her, we'll sit down sometimes and we'll talk about stuff. Get that out of your mouth. And we'll sit down and talk about stuff. And sometimes, which we'll probably have to change this up because basketball season's about to start. But on Tuesdays, we'll go to this diner in our town. And we'll have Spill the Tea Tuesday, where she tells us all the school stuff that's going on at school.
And there's some pretty juicy stuff at
my
school. You should have seen the freaking drama in my school last year. Oh my god.
Yeah, she had a lot of drama.
It
Like,
was
there
like,
was a lot.
bam, bam, bam.
That I remember. She
Boom, boom, boom.
the principal. I heard. I was sitting in the school line one day. I think waiting on her to pick her up, and he said over the intercom. The principal did that he was tired of the drama. It was going to stop. And that if it didn't, then there wasn't going to be no more
Field trips.
No, there weren't going to be, any fun things, activities that they play, if the drama.
And that was only for the 4th graders.
Mm-hmm. And I think, too, they had to go on silent snack, too, where they had to sit still, eat their snack silently, could not talk to each other.
Eat quiet.
So, all right, it was stuff like, but we got to do this right here right quick because the way she was my talking. All right, now there's this sports bar in town. And when we was going by and something was said, I said, well, that's a sports bra. She died laughing, but I meant sports bar. See what I mean?
Say it again.
Sports bra. see, we all, She gets tickled at me every time I do that. If I say it fast, that's how it comes up. I have to take my time and process the words out. But any other time I can say it, just the word bar by itself. But if I add the sports, I have to go slow. All right.
Hold on, I have the hiccups now.
All right, sorry.
So, where were we even at?
The drama at school last year.
Oh, yeah, the drama. Oh, it's crazy. I've never really been involved in drama.
No, she tries to stay out of it. She tries to be neutral for her friends. Don't get me wrong, she'll stand up for her friends if it calls for her, but she knows her friends can take up for themselves. Sorry. But she wants to be there for both sets of... She can see both sides of her friends, She don't want to... She don't want to say... pick a side between her friends when they've got drama going on between her friends. She don't want to pick a side, so she stays neutral. And I'm glad she does that.
My freaking hiccups. Okay. Another issue is that you guys aren't subscribed. So please take your time to do that right now. But actually another issue is that there's a lot of kids. My God, there's a lot of kids that brag.
Oh, brag about stuff they got. Oh, we don't need to be bragging about stuff we got.
Sports bra.
Stop it. Yeah, brag. That's
Sports bra.
Stop, or we're gonna end this.
No. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we don't want to. I've taught her not to brag because you don't know, like we said earlier, you don't know what a kid's going through at home. And see, like another kid's parent, like, so maybe one of her, between her and her friends, so like if we got her the new Switch has come out, what is it, Switch 2 or something like that, and all the other kids got one. One of her friends' parents don't got the money to get her one, which we don't got one of these. I'm just give an example. And she goes to school and bragging about, oh, I got this, I got, yeah, no. That makes these other kids feel bad. And in some ways, they got these other kids that's going to go to home, say, oh, so-and-so's got this, why can't I have this? And it's not right. Parents, I'm not saying, parents try their hardest to give their kids what we did not have growing up.
Yeah. Also, if you brag about stuff, you're kind of making that kid, like, kind of not like their parent because they can't get the stuff
Yeah.
you have.
Oh, that too. It's kind of like making the kid not want to like you too. Think about it. Why would you want to be friends with somebody that constantly brags about things?
Hey guys, I got the new doggy.
But talking about like saying maybe getting a new pet or something like that, it's different. But going out here bragging about, oh, I got this, my parents got this vehicle, we got this in the home, we got this.
Yeah, we got a Jeep.
No, we don't have a Jeep.
She
We
wants
wish
one.
we had
No,
one, but
I
we don't.
wish. She wish.
But we don't have one, And if we did have one, we wouldn't be bragging about it, but we don't have one.
But,
Right now, there's more things going on that's more important than going out here and getting a Jeep right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's a school bathroom issue that like people won't flush the dang toilet. Please flush the dang toilet.
Yes, flush the dang toilet even at home too. Don't flush.
I flush the toilet sometimes. Just kidding. I flush it all the time.
But anyways.
Tiny. But I think that's all, to be honest.
Yeah. We'll see you next time. Comment down below what would you like us to talk about next. Stop.
Sports ball. Wait, say it again real quick.
No. Comment down below what you would like for us to talk about on our next one, our next video. We're gonna try to do one next week if we have time. And then what else?
Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves you, and we'll all see you all later.
Sports ball.
Bye.